You underestimate my power.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I want to touch on the.
I'm sorry, Verity up here. We ain't even.
What's up, bro?
What's up? I want to touch on the reparations subject. So like, I mean, before I start, I just want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like black people shouldn't be on child support type thing, or y'all?
I don't think child
support. I'm totally against the system. Period. We don't need the system to tell us what to do with our kids. Right. In my opinion,
it's specifically manipulative because it's child. They say child support, but it's anything but that. It's not that. So when people hear it, you thinking, you're looking at the words and you're like, oh yeah, a child should be supported, but it's not about a child being supported. It's just you gotta know. You have to understand the law, like Gayle said earlier. Like we don't know law. Like we know nobody knows law. These words in law are not words; they're terms. They're legalese. They're not words. That's why most of them, I'm gonna actually show you in a second, because it goes to what we was talking about before in terms of whether we're here or not. It has nothing to do with what we think it's about at all. Mr. Palmer has done an amazing job at just destroying this false concept that we have about it, because it's fake. It's not based off anything that's real. It's completely fake. So just for me studying law for years in my community, I know it's fake. And it has, if it's about child support, what are they taking money out of the child support for?
Right.
They get a piece of that, right?
Exactly.
Right.
They win. That's
Makes
why the women
literally no sense.
That's why the women always get the judgment in their favor, because there's no money in giving men custody.
Right. Because I'm not getting ready to be going back and forth with my baby mom or ex-wife or whatever, trying to get money every time she get a raise on her job. If I got the child, I'm taking care of my child.
Yeah, men don't. If men get custody, if they happen to get custody, Lord knows, the woman had to be some kind of messed up, because the judge don't just turn around the custody over to the men.
Right.
And then when men do get custody, they don't even think about suing for child support. They're just going on their business, but not women.
Right. So we agree, like child support is like separating families and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So like I feel like since we as black people are on this and we went through slavery type, all that stuff in the back in the past, I feel like today is like should have the answers for why we shouldn't even be on child support, because due to like being separated from our family, like our children back in the past and stuff, like I feel like today could be like the answers for back in the day for like why we shouldn't even be on this system.
Right.
Well, that works. That's a fine concept, but when it comes to law, well, all they're gonna say is, "Hey, we only put you on child support because one of y'all came to us."
Yeah, one of them.
You used to be a woman, of course. Bitter usually because she's bitter.
And you have somebody. You have two things. Shout out to Yusuf L. He got a Blog Talk Radio, high frequency radio. He had it for years. He on YouTube now. He said it's two things: public and private. You got public rights, you got private rights. When you take your private rights, which is information and whatever happened outside of the court, when you go to the courtroom, you've now taken your private rights into the public, and they have protocols for that. Right. So if you keep your private information and your private rights out of the court, they can't make a decision on that.
Oh man, that's wild.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what we have is a bunch of people, what we call our women, I call them females, black females. They're selling our private rights, selling us out for a check, for food stamps, for child support, for custody. I should show y'all what that word is, because that word wow. They selling our private rights for their public welfare, and that's pretty much what's going on. So you're right, that should be principle in and of itself, but the court is going to look at it like, hey, we didn't know nothing about this till y'all told us.
Yeah, I brought it over here. Exactly.
That's crazy.
You need to handle your own affairs at home, and one had to come in here and help y'all and make y'all do this.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
And make you look like you're not handling your business as
right. I gotta show these N words
how to take care of their kids.
They don't know nothing. Let me do it for them.
The same courts, mind you, used to take our kids and sell them.
Same exact ones.
They used to facilitate. Facilitate the sales of kids as well.
Wow.
Back in the day, you see what I mean?
I heard like a theory on like some like courtrooms is made out of like slave ship.
Oh yeah. They set it up the same way. But do y'all see this? Can y'all see
Free
this?
woman of color. Term
Free woman of color. Yeah, go ahead.
Term up to the time of the Civil War applied to all persons not of the white race, including Indians.
And they give you the case law to go with it. So it's telling you right now, this is Black's Law Dictionary. Let me look up the page for you.
Did you download the dictionary? Because this is how many pages long.
Yeah, it's page 792. It's a lot of pages.
Yeah,
so I downloaded it.
I'm like, I'm gonna take about my little memory.
I'm gonna put it in the link. No. It's if you download it, and then it'll take you to this link. This is like a website, like for whatever reason. It's weird, but it's not big. It's less than it's not even a gig. It's like maybe 100 megabytes, something like that. So this is evidence in itself. You can go all through these books and they tell you stuff like that, including aliens, a woman of color, including Indians. It's aliens, including Indians. So they used to call us, and this is important too. The freedmen's. You should look up the Freedmen's Bureau.
They're actually talking about reopening it. We want to actually reinstate and reopen the Freedmen's Bureau. The Bureau of Indian Affairs is still open, but the Freedmen's Bureau was disintegrated after Reconstruction in order to facilitate Jim Crow. We're actually looking to, restart and what's the word?
Reinstitute.
Yeah, reinstitute the Freedmen's Bureau.
Right. Y'all see
and I
this?
actually like the term freedman, actually.
Yeah, that's why you had a lot of dudes' last name used to be Freeman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the term freedman.
Morgan Freeman.
African American and all of these different terms that are kind of misleading. I like the term freedman because it gives you a specific American heritage.
So is that saying like black people are like Indians, or is that including black people or something in that?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Oh, yeah. Don't they call us people of color? That's what they call us, right?
Yes.
I didn't make that up. I was born in 1985. They was already calling us people of color and colored. They had a water fountain for coloreds, and that's the people that look like us. That's the water fountain they had to drink out of, or they get their ass wet.
Hey, think about this too, Jordy. Have you noticed that you could tell the difference phenotypically between a Black American and somebody that's Black from another country?
Yeah.
We have a different phenotype. We
all over the world, but we do have.
Hey, 360 waves ain't starting in Africa, my G. You know what I'm saying? So we got different physical characteristics from the people on the motherland. Not saying there's no relation, but the relation is so long and so far back. It's so far out. That's why we weren't included in Pan-Africanism. We're the third or fourth biggest population of Black people on the planet. And we're not included in the Pan-African conferences.
Wow.
We're called a community when there's 42 million of us. You see the words that minimize.
Yeah, make you smile.
That make you smile.
I ain't recognize that one.